Morning, everybody. Morning, morning. I'm Anita Rani, and on behalf of the Royal Television Society, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Hospital Club this morning for the RTS Programme Awards nominations breakfast presented in partnership with Audio Network. There they are. It's nice that so many of you have turned up in the flesh, but then knowing this industry like I do, the offer of a free champagne breakfast is usually enticement enough. It certainly works for me. So we're formally announcing the nominees in 26 categories for this year's Programme Awards, which this year includes a new category, RTS Channel of the Year. So in a moment, we'll be publishing the full list of this year's nominations. And as you cast your eyes down the list, you'll see once again what a terrific year it's been for television production and broadcasting here in the UK. The nominations list is packed with outstanding drama, world-beating entertainment and comedy, exceptional factual programmes, terrific sports and live events. And no matter how we choose to consume content on our tablets, phones, laptops, or in the traditional way, watching a television set, it seems that the sheer range and quality of what's produced by British creatives and available to audiences is just getting better and better. So that range and quality is reflected in this year's nominations. So here's how today's nominations list has come together. So for the last few weeks, juries put together from across the television industry have watched hundreds of submitted programmes, and the juries met to discuss them. And for each category selected a shortlist of 3 nominations. A secret ballot vote then took place to determine a winner, so each jury has separately contributed to this list, which runs across the full range of creative activity in British television. There are nominated programmes from production companies of every size, from broadcasters, in-house production teams, major studios, super indies, mid-sized production houses, and tiny boutique producers. Some of the biggest names in television sitting alongside the freshest new talent in our industry. And so, to the nominations. For the last 2 years at this event, it's been remarked upon that we're living through a golden age of television drama, and this year's nominations demonstrate this still to be the case. There are outstanding productions in competition in all the main drama categories programmes, which have thrilled audiences and achieved universal critical acclaim. These are, in the drama series category, BBC One's Happy Valley, BBC Two's Line of Duty, and ITV's The Durrells. In the newly named drama miniseries category, BBC Two's London Spy, BBC Three's 13, and Channel 4's National Treasure. And in the single drama category, BBC One's Reg, BBC Three's Murdered by My Father, and BBC One's A Midsummer Night's Dream. In the soap and continuing drama category, the 3 nominations are EastEnders on BBC One, Hollyoaks on Channel 4, and Emmerdale on ITV. In the drama performance categories, the nominations for Best Actor Female are Julie Walters for National Treasure on Channel 4, Jodie Comer for 13 on BBC Three, and Sophie Okonedo for Undercover on BBC One. For Best Actor Male, the nominees are James Nesbitt for The Secret on ITV, Adil Akhtar for Murdered by My Father on BBC Three, and Robbie Coltrane for National Treasure on Channel 4. In the popular factual and features category, the nominations are shared by Channel 4 and BBC Two. They are First Dates on Channel 4, SAS Who Dares Wins on Channel 4, and Employable Me on BBC Two. In the history category, the 3 nominations are Saddam Goes to Hollywood on Channel 4, The Challenger Disaster, The Lost Tapes on National Geographic, and The Aberfan Young Wives Club on ITV. The live event category will be contested between BBC One and BBC Two's coverage of the centenary of the Battle of the Somme, Channel 4's charity event Stand Up to Cancer, and ITV's live musical The Sound of Music. This has been an outstanding year for British documentaries. The documentary series nominations are The Murder Detectives on Channel 4, Inside Obama's White House on BBC Two, and Exodus, Our Journey to Europe on BBC Two. In the single documentary category, the 3 nominated programmes are Hillsborough on BBC Two, The Forgotten Children on ITV, and The Murder of Sadie Huntley on ITV. The sports coverage and production categories traditionally invite strong and keenly fought competition, and this year is no exception. For Sky Sports, for Sports Programme Award, the nominations are the 145th Open Championship for Sky Sports, England v Pakistan T20 International for Sky Sports, and the Paralympic Games 2016 for Channel 4. In the category of sports presenter, commentator or pundit, the nominees are Nasser Hussain for cricket on Sky Sports, Claire Balding for the Paralympic Games on Channel 4, and Ossie Umanyora for NFL American football on BBC Two. Now, entertainment has always played a central role in the rating success of the biggest channels on British television, and in the entertainment programme category, 3 homegrown UK formats share the nominations, with 1 nomination for this year for a non-terrestrial channel. The nominations are Strictly Come Dancing on BBC One, Taskmaster on UK TV Dave, and Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway on ITV. Ant and Dec are also nominees in the entertainment performance category for their work on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ITV, in competition with Romesh Raghunathan for Asian Provocateur on BBC Three, and Adam Hills, Alex Brooker and Josh Widdicombe for The Last Leg on Channel 4. I'm going to have a sip of water. Take a breath, keep you hanging. All right. In the daytime category, there are 3 programmes which all appeared for the first time in 2016. Channel 4 has 2 nominations with The Question Jury and Find It, Fix It, Flog It, and on BBC One has 1 nomination with Matron, Medicine and Me, 70 Years of the NHS. In the children's programme category, the 3 nominations are My Life, The Boy on the Bicycle on CBBC, Lily's Driftwood Bay on Nick Jr., and CBeebies and Midsummer Night's Dream on CBeebies. In comedy, the nominees for comedy performance are Steve Coogan for Alan Partridge's Scissored Isle on Sky Atlantic, Asim Chowdhury for People Just Do Nothing on BBC Three, and for the 2nd consecutive year, Sharon Horgan and Rob Delaney for Catastrophe, produced for Channel 4. For scripted comedy programme, the nominations are Channel 4's The Windsors, Channel 4's Catastrophe, and BBC Three's People Just Do Nothing. The BBC and Channel 4 also share the nominations in the prestigious Science and Natural History category this year. The nominated programmes are The Hunt, The Hardest Challenge on BBC One, The Secret Life of 4 and 5-year-olds on Channel 4, and First Contact, Lost Tribe of the Amazon on Channel 4. In the arts category, previous RTS Programme Award winner Grayson Perry is back this year, nominated with Grayson Perry All Man on Channel 4, alongside the documentaries One Night in 2012 on BBC One and Bricks on BBC 4. Grayson Perry is also a nominee in the presenter category for his work on Grayson Perry All Man on Channel 4, in competition with Sir David Attenborough for Attenborough and the Giant Dinosaur on BBC One, and Richard Ayoade for Travel Man 48 Hours in Vienna on Channel 4. So last year, the RTS Programme Awards introduced a Breakthrough Award to recognise the emergence of a significant new talent in British television production, be that as a performer, writer, director or producer. So the first Breakthrough Award was memorably won by the writer and performer Michaela Cole for her comedy Chewing Gum on Channel 4. This year's 3 nominees for the Breakthrough Award are the documentary maker Philip Wood for his work on his film Chasing Dad, A Lifelong Addiction on BBC Three, the former Great British Bake Off winner Nadia Hussain for her presenting work on the documentary series The Chronicles of Nadia on BBC One, and the writer, performer and executive producer Phoebe Waller-Bridge for her work on the comedy series Fleabag on BBC Three. The Royal Television Society Programme Awards is proudly one of the few major awards events to honour writers and the fundamental role they play in making memorable television. So this year, the comedy writing category. The nominees are Graham Linehan, Sharon Horgan, Helen Linehan and Holly Walsh for Motherland on BBC Two, Stefan Golozewski for Mum on BBC Two, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag on BBC Two. For drama writing, the nominees are Jed Mercurio for Line of Duty on BBC Two, Jack Thorne for National Treasure on Channel 4, and Sally Wainwright for Happy Valley on BBC One. And finally, this year, the Royal Television Society Programme Awards is introducing a new category, the RTS Channel of the Year. The 3 nominations for Channel of the Year are BBC One, Channel 4 and BBC 3. And that's it. What a great year it's been for British television, and I would just like to congratulate all the nominees and wish them best of luck for the Programme Awards at the Grosvenor House on Tuesday, the 21st of March. I am now delighted to introduce you to the Chief Executive Officer of the Royal Television Society, Teresa Wise. Thank you.
Thanks so much for that, Anita. And can I add my thanks to everyone for joining us here this morning at our annual nominations breakfast. The Programme Awards is one of the big nights of the year for the British television industry. It's a night where we come together to recognise and celebrate the best of the work that our peers have created, produced and broadcast. Britain is a country acknowledged internationally for its creativity. So these nominations do really represent the best of the best. Our congratulations therefore go to all the production teams, performers, writers and broadcast channels that have received a nomination. These awards in particular have always aimed to balance creative excellence with innovation, which I hasten to point out are not mutually exclusive. And looking at the nominations, I note that the juries have really embraced this 100%. With big established shows sitting in competition with first-time series and major household names competing with fresh new talent. Now, I never underestimate how challenging it is for each of the juries to watch all the submitted material and then debate the merits of each submission before together agreeing on a list of 3 nominations. So thanks so much for that. It's really, really appreciated. Last year, I reported at this event on this special effort led by Programme Awards Chair Alex Mahon, who's in the room, thank you Alex, to broaden the composition of these voting juries, making them more representative of the diverse society in which we live. Last year, we made a great start on this, and I'm delighted to say that it's continued this year. Of over 200 jury members, 50% were women and 30% were Black, Asian and minority ethnic. An additional effort was also made this year to bring more diversity to the recruitment of the chairs for the juries. So of the jury chairs, 52% were women and 26% were Black, Asian and minority ethnic. I'm really grateful to Alex for the work she's done in spearheading this, the effects of which I think are seen in the breadth of diversity of the nominations themselves. So as well as being part of a great night of industry celebration for us at the RTS, the Programme Awards is one of our biggest fundraising event in our calendar. And these funds allow us to continue our ongoing educational activity, which celebrates and encourages work in television and its related fields. I'd therefore really like to thank the broadcasters for their patronage and the industry as a whole for its enthusiastic support of the awards. A big thank you too goes to Audio Network, our sponsorship partner for the 2nd year running. Audio Network is the leading independent music resource used by media content creators, and their involvement in this event is truly appreciated. I'm also delighted to announce this morning that our host for the ceremony on the 21st of March is to be Sandy Toksvig. So all that remains is for me to wish good luck to all the nominees, and I really look forward to seeing you all at the Grosvenor House 2 weeks from tonight. And in the meantime, please enjoy your breakfast with us this morning. Thank you.